The problems we're going at, Edwin?
All right, Danny.
Tell me when it's too hot.
All right, Danny, so tell us what this thing is that you're doing to La Bamba.
La Bamba. This is laser that's penetrating deep into the tissue. It goes through all the myofascia, the skin, the hair, or any tattoos that he had. And then what it's doing is regenerating the cell growth back there. It's also adding blood flow. So whatever the injury it is, the body's trying to heal itself at all times. That's one thing that we never question. The problem is the more pain he has, the more issues he has, which he's not having any injuries. He's just preventative injuries here. So what he's doing is, obviously, instead of when something aches or it has pain on it, you move it less. Well, that's the opposite of what you want for regrowth. So what this does, sends a beam through the skin, and it's very hot in the surface, and that's why I can't put it too close to him, because it'll literally be way too hot, and then it just regenerates. Okay, and then it regenerates more of the blood flow, and which
Ya
aquí se está quemando mucho. Okay. So he was just saying it started getting too warm. So as you can see, if I get too close, it gets too warm. But that means it's showing it's penetrating real deep.
Muscles, though. You see the muscles?
Yeah, look at that fine muscle definition that La Bamba has.
Did it take years to get that? Or are you always muscular?
I was born like that.
Yeah, came out of one. Dominicans, you know. So we can do a track record on all Dominicans.
I was going to say where we come from, but then people are going to be like, well, he racist or some stupid shit.
Yeah, nowadays you got to be careful. So we do this for about 5 minutes, and then
that's all it takes. 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes in the areas, and then you're shooting right through it, so you're going right into the issue.
I mean, how do you know what areas to hit? Are you hitting muscle?
Well, the good thing is the body's the best sensor. The body tells you where the pain is.
Oh, so he tells you, like, get here.
He's telling me where it's bothering me more. Now, there's obviously certain spots where it connects. If he has patella issues or if the kneecap's hurting him, it's probably more of a patella issue. If he has, let's say on the bottom of the bicep, it actually is probably the whole bicep is tight.
Actually, right here, what I was sparring today.
So, right here?
I hit a elbow right there.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing now. Let me know when it's too hot. That's real simple. It's just real good technology. It's been out there. We're just refining it, and now we're carrying it. So it works out real good.
So I've been having this inflammation in my knee from running. But this thing a couple of times, thing was gone.
Yeah.
See, when I was sparring, I couldn't even sit on my punches too good.
Oh wow!
And the next day,
right now, and then after this,
like,
we're gonna start.
I'm not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
No, we're going to do the head.
You better keep that goddamn laser on my head. I don't have too many brain cells. We gotta try to keep them.
Yeah, so let me, when boxers do get hit and their face is a little sore, is this good for the face? Is there certain parts that this shouldn't be?
No, it wouldn't be necessary because there's not enough tissue to go through.
Okay.
So if it's like, now it does help with scars and things like that. You just got to go further away. But for the most part, something topical on the top, it's going to get the heat and it's going to get the function and the movement naturally. So you don't necessarily need to do that. But if you need to go deep into a pressure point, which is what we're doing, regeneration from underneath, then we're in good shape here using this. Let me know if it's too hot.
Now, I notice you keep moving it all the time. You're not supposed to keep it in one spot?
You can a little bit. You can do both. I prefer the technique. It's no different than pressure point. Instead of pressure point, I prefer more of the movement.
If you leave it too much in one spot, it's going to get too hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's going to burn me.
So we're going intense, and then he's able to tolerate it more because of obviously the movement and stuff like that. And that's pretty much it.
Now this hasn't affected your brain. You haven't got crazy on us, have you?
Listen, this thing is not going to go to my brain or my face or anywhere near my eyes. It's common sense. You don't put laser things in your eyes. I would think. I'm not taking that chance.
So this is nice. So this is what a lot of your athletes like to get done after a good hard workout.
Yeah, you can do it during, afterwards. Again, it has, it's more advantageous afterwards, but the truth is they can do it at any time because you're, cell regeneration. And so anytime you want to stimulate blood flow and growth and helping the cells or the muscle tissue, why wouldn't you have it at any time you want? So it's not like you have to set it at one time. Things like ice, obviously those are things that you do immediately afterwards, but like the cryotherapy and other things like that, you don't have to necessarily do them right afterwards.
Okay. And what's this called again?
Laser. It's laser light. It's a light.
Just laser light.
Yeah.
And a lot of athletes use this besides your Eplex?
It's only a few places in the country that have it.
Oh, wow.
It's been around for a while, but not many people use it, and we obviously are not using it, so it's worked out real good. Yesterday I had 3 stories of people that couldn't lock out their arms, and then within 10 minutes of it, he's able to open up. Yeah, and these were more like regular civilians. It's worked out tremendous.
They got when you get hit with the elbow right there.
Yeah.
Still bothers, but it's loosening up a lot.
Okay.
Helps with all the surgeries I have done in my elbows and stuff like that.
So a good one would be, it's like if you had surgery recently, we can do this on the scar tissue, and also on the scar itself, and you can see tremendous healing on it.
Okay.
I tried to do it right here, but I did it a little too long.
Oh wow!
And then healed up a lot, but a little bit.
Almost like a scab.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steve Lovett hit me with a jab, and I went down and messed up my knee.
Man, when you going to visit Australia with him?
I've already been to Australia.
With him.
Awesome. I need to go back.
With him, so he can take you to all his places.
I need to go back. Australia.
Out of all the places you traveled across the world, what's your favorite?
Australia is one of the top places because the people. They're just so freaking friendly and so, open and, have conversation and stuff like that. And, I've been to English, which is weird because I think they got started from like prisoners that were sent to Australia, but Australians are like the nicest people in the whole world.
Right.
And then I go to England, everybody's grumpy.
What about you, Danny? Out of all the places you travel around the world, what do you like the best? Where do you like to go to?
I'd like to go home, Nicaragua. That's nature and the beaches and the food. I already have a woman, so I can't see the women. But yeah, it's beautiful here.
Now, have any of y'all guys been to Brazil? They tell me they had the most beautifulest women in Brazil.
I heard, but I gotta stay away from that too.
Yeah, you gotta stay away. You're on camera.
My girlfriend could fight. She'd beat my ass.
All right, this is great.
Make sure you subscribe, or else